Hi everyone, you reach Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, and this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on the Tasha K statement that she made tonight on her channel, Unwind with Tasha K. Tasha came out with a statement talking about, her feelings, her take on the case between her and Cardi B. Now, we'll get into the statement for 1 second, but before I get into the actual statement, let me address two things. Thing number one that I want to address. So I made this video, and the video said, Winos, where you at? And it was my commentary, it was my take. I pretty much said that, listen, y'all want to stand 10 toes down behind on Tasha K. It's a million of y'all. This bill is $4 million. If y'all start a GoFundMe, y'all each give $4. That would be her $1 million that she needs to pay off this bill. Okay, people took the title and ran with it. I think a lot of times in YouTube, because people, they watch so many different creators and they want to pop in and out and see what each one has to say. Sometimes they just read the title and then they make a comment. So that was not to send any wino out or any fraudulent people out to go make a GoFundMe under her name. It was just an assessment that I was making, and what I should have said, and which I will know to say next time, is that next time she goes live, why don't all of y'all just at the very least give a $4 super chat, and then that way she would get her $4 million. So it's definitely not so that anybody can start a fake GoFundMe page or anything like that. But listen, in her statement tonight, she said this did not financially drain her. She's good. And I'm paraphrasing when I added the she's good part. So God bless her. And I think on that particular note, she should really write a book on how to do this thing from scratch. Because if you are a blogger in this sector and $4 million is not going to knock you off your feet, then girlfriend, you got the formula that you need to share with all of us. I mean, I think even a millionaire would be a little emotional about $4 million. But we'll get more into her commentary, her statement that she said in a second. So I just wanted to address the whole GoFundMe thing in that particular video. So I want to jump into this also. Let's talk sisterhood for a minute. Everyone is they have their different, it seems like every time something happens in the Black community, it's like you got to take a hard stance. It's like either you're on this side or you're on that side, and no one will set like anything in between. And I think we need to knock that off and stop it. So many people are saying like, you need to show your support. She's a sister, she's a Black woman, she's a mother, this is her livelihood, her channel, and so forth and so on. Let me wholeheartedly address this. One, I would never want to see her channel taken down for any reason whatsoever. But however, she also, the actual creator, has to not want to jeopardize their own platform or livelihood. Okay. Second, just blindly supporting somebody just because you're from the same community, you look the same, I think it's just so absolutely crazy. Yes, I will always support my sister. Yes, I will always support my community. But here's the thing about support. Even with my best friend, and she also does it with me. Yes, we 100% support each other. But part of that support is being truthful with each other. So whenever we need correction, we will correct each other so that we can maybe redirect our direction and not run into a train wreck and crash and burn. So I think the thing is with Tasha K. One, I did a video when she hit her 1 million subscribers, and I'm like, look guys, let's give her flowers. Two, the downfall of person A doesn't mean the uprise of me. So I'm not even trying to go that route and just want to wholeheartedly be waving and clapping my hands and wishing for someone's downfall. Three, I think that all of us have made mistakes. And if we were not forgiven for our mistakes, where will we be? And there's a thing, I believe in the Bible, I believe in God. So there's a statement in the Bible that says, someone asked Jesus, well, how many times do I need to forgive? And he says 7 times, 7 times, 7 times 7. And I may not be quoting it exactly right, but what that means to me is that you keep forgiving the person over and over and over again. But I think people confuse forgiveness with direction, correction, and suffering the consequences of your own actions. Okay? I can forgive you, but forgiveness doesn't mean that, I forgive you and I have to let you back in my life. Or I forgive you, you robbed the bank, I forgive you, you're not going to have to do any time for that, and I'm going to let you still work in the bank. That just doesn't make any sense. So what I need everyone to understand is, I back that sister. Okay? I don't want to see her lose her platform. But we do have to do some logical correction here. When someone sends you a cease and desist, or 3 cease and desist, and they're asking you to stop, and you don't stop. Okay. So, but then you get a phone call, because I heard Cardi B called her and try to plead to her motherhood, the fact that they both have families, okay, that they're both just trying to live in this world and be who they are, and said, listen, please let it go. Just take the videos down. Just leave my name out of it and continue to do whatever you do on your platform. And you still don't stop? That has to be looked at and factored into the entire situation. And then to me, the statement tonight where it still is no apology and it's like, okay, I'm going to take the videos down in good faith. Well, if you came this far to take the videos down in good faith now, then why couldn't you just take the videos down in good faith way back when? Now, you have built a platform. You started this in 2015, she said, and now it is 2022. If I'm doing the math right, and I could be bad, y'all, with the math, that's 17 years. You built the platform. It took you 17 years, right? And you built this wonderful platform. That's all of your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears throughout those 17 years. And you're going to let one situation tear it down? Any mentor, a good mentor, any person that's not just there to yes you to death and say yes to the mess, would have said to you, you know what, baby girl, you got too much to lose. All right, you did your videos, you had fun with it, but this chick has sent you 3 cease and desist. She also called you and said, please just stop. For the love of the platform that you built, for the time that you spent building it, for the amount of people you have that you influence now, let it go. Let it go. But she didn't. And then even still, in my opinion, to the point where you now know you're about to go to court, I would have walked in the courtroom with the videos down. I would have walked in that courtroom and said, you know what, we're here. Can we do a mediation before we go to trial? Because 1, I want to apologize. 2, I want to let you know the videos are down. And 3, I don't want to go through this trial. So imagine, first of all, they can say anything they want about getting an impartial jury. When you're sitting there and you see someone you possibly, like Cardi B's face is everywhere. She even, I can't remember, she did some commercial. I saw her in some commercial. I want to say it was a Pepsi commercial. I'm not 100% sure, but I know she has done commercials. So it's not just like you have to be someone that likes rap to know her. She's international. She has done commercials. She has been seen in the public eye with public figures. I want to say, what was his name? Bernie Sanders. Like, she's been out there. So that means that's an opportunity for a whole other span of people to know her. Tasha K is known in the YouTube world. I'm not sure how many other sectors she's known in, but I will say this, and I'm saying this respectfully, guys. She's not as well known as a Cardi B. That is going to matter when you're in court and you have a trial with a jury. those juries can say that, those jurors could clearly say, oh, I'm a do this fair, I'm gonna be fair. It could have been a situation that no matter what evidence came across those jurors, the fact that they like Cardi B could influence their verdict. But the other part I think that ended up getting a little messed up is that they said the jurors, a lot of them, when they saw the videos, she had her own video evidence went up against her. When they saw the videos, I mean, a lot of them, related to what had happened or what they felt had happened to Cardi B. And then when Cardi B herself gets on the stand and tells, her side of how all of those videos made her feel, it wasn't going well. But it didn't have to get to this point. So overall, do I think her statement tonight helped her or if it hurt her? I don't think the statement helped her. And personally, I wouldn't have went in with that statement before everything with my case and Cardi B was truly 100% settled. I definitely wouldn't went with that statement because she says she's going to appeal. So I definitely wouldn't have did that statement if I was going to appeal. And I definitely wouldn't did that statement because she said she would take this all the way to the Supreme Court. I definitely would not have done that statement if my plans were to take this all the way to the Supreme Court. The thing is, you can say sorry without taking responsibility and still appear or seem like you are truly sorry. She could have simply said, you know what, guys, this happened. Let's all learn some lessons from it. I should have took down those videos back when I got the cease and desist, but I didn't. I understand now after going through this how hurtful those videos were to Cardi B, and my intentions were never to be that hurtful and that mean to her, and to the point that she said it was in the court. And I would just left that thing alone. It cost her 4 years of her life, $4 million, and now she's willing to appeal and perhaps take this thing to the Supreme Court, which is going to be even more money and more time out of her life. I think because time in life is so precious, she already gave her 4 years. Again, if I was a friend, if I was anybody in her life that was close to her, I would say, you know what, baby girl, we took this hit. Let's let this go. Focus on getting back on track, doing what you love, and continue to make videos and make different videos. Someone said this, and I really agree with it, that her strong point is not like the blogging that she does about celebrities and all of that commentary. Her strong point is when she has those sit down interviews with different people. I think that's where her golden ticket is. And I think that's where her focus should be. Especially because you cannot get in trouble for the words that are coming out of somebody's own mouth. And I'm not saying do so many interviews where the person is coming to talk about somebody else. Do the interviews where they're telling their own story and they're talking about themselves and the words are coming out of their own mouth. That's just my take on it. I'm not quite sure what she meant by the machine. And I think it was trying to do a spin of the narrative to make it seem or appear like, she was the victim. And do I think she needed to come on there like she was broken, like she was crying? No, but do I think she could have humbled herself and had, some way, shape, or form of an apology? Now, I also don't think, a lot of people were saying, she's strong, this is not breaking her. Well, I saw something different, but, my eyes could be deceiving me. I watched Tasha K. She's colorful, she's entertaining. She's a little more bubbly. She knows how to get those words out of her mouth. And what I saw in that apology, I didn't see the Tasha K that I normally see. I seen it. It didn't look like, I'll tell you this, it didn't look like everything was okay. It didn't look like everything was okay. It didn't look like, and listen, I'm not in her pocketbook, I'm not in her bank account, I'm not in her purse, okay? I'm not in her business accounts or anything like that. But it didn't look like, oh, $4 million is a drop in the bucket, is nothing. It didn't drain me. Now let me finish this off by saying this. I did a video the other day, matter of fact just yesterday, and I put in the title, I think I put "Why knows where you're at," and then I said, it's 1 million of them. If you start a GoFundMe, you all could just donate $4, and that would be her $4 million. Now that was not intended so that people can go out and start fake pages under her name. That was not my intention at all. So what I should have did was I should have said the next time she goes live, all of y'all should give her super chats. And if 1 million of y'all are there and y'all all give her $4, then that would be her $4 million. So I just wanted to make that statement, because a lot of times I think people, they watch so many channels, and some of the channels they come and they just look at the title and they want to comment. So people was like, you sending people over to donate to her GoFundMe. You saying she started a GoFundMe. I'm like, yo, go in the video. Listen to the video, because that's not what I said at all. So I just wanted to throw that little clarification in there, that I definitely did not want or intend for anybody to go out there and start a fake GoFundMe page under her name. I just said, if these wanos, if you really stand by her side, you really want her to be okay, if you all donate $4, because I think $4 per person, and when you have 1 million subscribers, it's not going to break anybody's bank. There, boom, that would be her money to pay her legal fees. But listen, she clarified it tonight. On a financial standpoint, she's good. Nothing to worry about. She says she will never ever, and of course I'm paraphrasing, guys, but never ever start a GoFundMe. So listen, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like button. And what are your thoughts on this statement that she made? What are your thoughts on the sisterhood? Do we just blindly support everybody just because we are of the same culture and color? And we have to support and never say that correction should be, given or provided. We got to pretend like a wrong is a right just because we are of the same culture. I think that's could be our downfall, or maybe it's part of our downfall, is that we just don't want to do any type of correction. We don't want to call the thing a thing. We want to act like the thing is not a thing because we just want everybody to support. And I'm saying to everyone, we can support but still call a thing a thing. When she hit her 1 million subscribers, I showed my support. I was like, give that girl her flowers. And I would still say that, yes, there are videos of hers that I liked and I watched it and I was entertained. There was some videos where I cringed, and there were other videos where I was like, okay, I gotta leave. I can't watch this. But I never stopped watching her. Just like I have my favorite actors or actresses, there are movies of theirs that I like. There are some that I hated. There's some that before this whole pandemic thing, I was like, I'm physically going to the movie to see it. There were others that I said, I'm going to wait till it comes on video or on TV or whatever. So what I'm saying is, it is okay to like a person, even when there's parts of them where you're like, okay, I can't deal with that. If we all threw each other away because of our worst mistake, I think none of us would have friends. We will all be at home talking to ourselves or looking at the walls. So everybody's redeemable. But in order to redeem yourself, I think you have to recognize that you're not always right. There's times where you're going to have to apologize whether you feel you were right, wrong, or indifferent. And you got to humble yourself. So I think the statement tonight, and maybe it was not what she was looking to do. Okay, but I think the statement tonight, it showed no humbleness. I felt like it didn't show any accountability. I felt like she just felt like there was no wrongdoing on her part, that they're coming against her freedom of speech. And I do think there's freedom of speech, and then there's a blurred line, and then it's just going way overboard past the blurred line. And when you make maybe 10 or 15 or 20 videos about one person, maybe it's just going totally over the line. Chat with me in the comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts. One, let me know your thoughts on the statement she made. How did you feel about it? Let me know your thoughts on because we're of the same culture and it's a sisterhood, that no matter what, we got to shut our mouth and just stand behind our sister. Talk to me. I'll see you on the next video, and don't forget to hit the like button.